Welcome to the birthday suit hypno. There's something a bit rebellious about deciding to love your body exactly as it is today, because most women have spent years being taught that body love is something you earn later, when you're worthy, when you've lost the weight, when you're firmer, when you've fixed the bits you've been told need fixing. And in the meantime, your extraordinary body has just kept getting on with the business of carrying you through your life. So in this hypno recording, you're going to experience your body from a very different perspective. From the little baby body you arrived in, completely enthralled and fascinated by what it could do. Look, I have hands. Through every version of you that followed, and all the way forward to the woman who has lived long enough to understand what really mattered. And as your subconscious begins seeing your body through that wider lens, you may find it becoming increasingly natural to appreciate it now, care for it now, enjoy living in it now, with the jiggly bits, the wobbly bits, and the bobbly bits included. Because this is your birthday suit, the very first gift you were given when you arrived in this world, and the one you get to live your entire life in, and you only get one body. Now closing down your eyes if you haven't already, and let's begin your hypnotic journey within. And now with your closed eyes, become aware of your body from the inside, not looking at it, not assessing it, simply feeling what it's like to be living inside it. Notice where your body meets the surface beneath you, supporting you, the weight of you, the warmth of you, the movement of your breath, perhaps the gentle rise and fall somewhere through your chest or your belly. And you don't need to change the way you're breathing. Your body already knows how to breathe. It's been doing that for you since the moment you arrived here. Breath after breath after breath. So let your conscious mind hand that job back to your body and begin noticing other sensations. The temperature of the air against your skin, the feeling inside your hands, maybe a pulse somewhere, tiny movements, little signs of life that are happening all the time without needing your conscious involvement. And as you become more aware of those sensations, perhaps you can begin to feel the difference between looking at a body and living inside one. Because from the outside, a body can become an object, something to judge, something to compare, something to photograph from the right angle, something to fix. But from inside, it's an experience, warmth, breath, touch, movement, pleasure, strength, sensation, life. And each breath takes you further into that experience now. Perhaps allowing the muscles around your eyes to soften, the jaw to loosen, your shoulders to release whatever they've been holding. And that relaxation can move down through your arms, into your hands, through your chest and belly, your hips, your legs, all the way down into your feet. No need to make anything happen. Just allowing your body to settle more fully into being supported. And as the body settles, the mind can follow. Because for our time together, there's nowhere else you need to be. Nothing you need to solve. Nothing you need to improve. You can simply go within. And perhaps imagine now that somewhere inside your mind there's a staircase leading down through time. 10 gentle steps. And with each step, you can move beneath another layer of everything you've learned about bodies. 10. Beginning to go deeper. 9. Letting the outside world move further away. 8. Past the comparisons. 7. Past the opinions. 6. Past the photographs and mirrors and numbers. 5. Deeper beneath the rules about how a woman should look. 4. Letting those old voices become less important. 3. Moving underneath everything you were taught. 2. All the way back towards something much more original. And 1. Before you ever learned what a body was supposed to look like. There was simply the experience of having one. So imagine now traveling all the way back to the beginning, to the tiny body you arrived here in as a fresh little baby nugget, brand new, completely fascinated by this extraordinary physical experience. Your hand appears in front of your face and you look at it and wonder. It's magnificent. Fingers, 5 of them. They move, you move them. And again, it's like witchcraft. And then at some point, you discover your feet, toes. And naturally, the next logical step is trying to jam them into your mouth. You don't look at your chubby little thighs and think they're chunky. You don't pull your stomach in. You don't compare your arms with another baby's arms. There's no judgment. There's wonder. Look what this does. Look what I can do. Your body is how you explore the world. And somewhere inside you, that original relationship still exists. Before judgment came curiosity. Before comparison came wonder. Before appearance became more important, experience was everything. And watch that little version of you grow. Your body begins learning, sitting, standing, wobbling, falling, getting back up until one day, walking. Something you can do now without giving it much thought was once one of the greatest achievements of your life. Your brain, your muscles, your bones, your balance, all working together, step after step, then running, climbing, jumping, holding a spoon. I can feed myself. Drawing, doing up buttons, learning how to write your name, tying your own shoelaces, so many things that once required enormous concentration, becoming part of what your body simply knew how to do. And life begins writing itself into you. Scraped knees, bruises, falls, adventures, perhaps stitches, or even a broken bone, an operation, an accident, a scar you can still see today. And every mark tells a story, some funny, some tender, some difficult, some you'd never choose to repeat. And perhaps you can think of one scar or mark now, one place where life left its handwriting. And instead of seeing it as something wrong with the surface, you can recognize it as part of your archive, evidence. I was here. Something happened. My body healed around it. Your body has been recording your life from the beginning, and time keeps moving, taking you forward into adolescence, into that younger body, perhaps smoother, firmer, stronger, and then into young adulthood. A body you may now look back at and think, God, she was beautiful. And perhaps she had no idea. Maybe she stood in front of the mirrors and picked herself apart, called herself fat, poked at her thighs, prodded at her stomach, pulled at her arms, examined her breasts that were either too much or not enough, critiqued her face. Photographs were inspected for flaws, clothes chosen to hide certain places. Maybe she thought she'd be happier when her body was finally different enough. And from where you are now, look at her. Really look at her. Not through the eyes she had then, through your eyes now. See her youth, her beauty, her softness, her energy, and see how hard she could be on herself. And perhaps you'd love to reach back through time, take that younger woman by the shoulders, look straight into her eyes and say, oh, sweetie, if you could only see yourself, if you could see what I see, if only you knew. You didn't need to spend all that time fighting your body. You were already allowed to feel beautiful. You were allowed to swim, wear the dress, be in the photo, take up space, be desired, be visible, have the adventure, live the life. You were already allowed. And let yourself feel compassion for her. She was doing the best she could with everything she believed at the time. She'd absorbed ideas about beauty and bodies and worth. She didn't know yet what you know now. So give her a gift, sending back a message she can carry forward through time. Let my words become your thoughts. My body was always worthy of my love. My body was always worthy of my respect, my kindness. My life was always happening now. So let time move forward again until you arrive right here, this version of you, this age, this body, and things may have shifted. Your shape may have changed. Hormones may have changed the way your body looks or feels. There may be softer places. There may be places that sit differently now. And this can be the moment when you make a completely different decision, because you've already seen what happened before. You know how easy it is to stand in the present and miss the beauty that becomes glaringly obvious in hindsight. So what if you refuse to do that again? What if you stop needing 20 to 40 years of distance before you can appreciate yourself? And now imagine traveling forward again, many years forward. You're older, much older. 80 or 90, maybe more. And you've become one of those magnificent old women who has lived long enough to know what mattered and what really didn't. And imagine her looking back at a photo of you now, this exact age, this exact body, and look at the way she sees you. She isn't zooming in on your stomach. She isn't worried about your arms. She isn't checking the number inside your clothes. She looks at you and sees how young you were, how alive you were, how beautiful you were. And perhaps she laughs. You thought you were old then. Look at you. Look at that skin. Look how you move, those eyes. Look at all that life in you. And perhaps she'd give almost anything for one ordinary day in the body you're living in right now. One day to walk around in it, stretch it, take it somewhere, dance badly in the kitchen with it, feel sunshine on its skin, wrap its arms around someone she loves, taste something delicious, swim, travel, create, have an orgasm, hold someone's hand, simply inhabit this body again. And from that older perspective, you finally see it. The body you have today isn't a disappointing version of the body you once had or a comparison against the body you always wanted. It's a magnificent version of the body you have now. Alive, changing, experienced, carrying decades of life. And let that older woman tell you what she wishes you knew. Don't wait until you're here to see how beautiful you were there. See it now. Enjoy it now. Wear it now. Use it now. Love it now. And let that wisdom come straight back into you. Because there's something almost absurd about the amount of time women can spend waging war on the very body carrying them through their lives. As though the purpose of having a body was to successfully decorate it, when you came here to live in it. And this is where the rebellion gets interesting. You get to opt out. You can care for your body deeply, nourish it, move it, strengthen it, support it. Change things when change feels right for you. And you can do all of that from a place of love and kindness. Now imagine gathering up every version of yourself. The baby fascinated by her fingers, the little girl learning how to walk, the child with scraped knees, the teenager with the changing body, the young woman, and the woman you are now, the old woman you'll become, different bodies, same life. And every single one of those bodies was worthy of love while she was living in it, not afterwards. While she was there, not afterwards, while she was there. And now just for a moment, allow yourself to travel even further forward, right towards the far end of a very loving and long life. There's nothing gloomy here. You're simply borrowing the view from the other end. Imagine yourself very, very old, a whole life behind you, people you've loved, places you've been, things you've created, stories that still make you laugh, things that once felt enormous and eventually become tiny, moments you'd love to step into just once more. And your body has been the one constant through all of it. From your first breath to your last, your first home, your lifelong home, the body that allowed you to experience everyone you loved, every hand you held, every kiss, every hug, every meal, every ocean view, every song that gave you goosebumps, every belly laugh, every tear, every orgasm, every adventure, every completely ordinary afternoon, that you didn't know you might one day feel nostalgic for. Your body was there, carrying you, changing with you, growing older with you. And when you reach that far end of life, there may be things you wish you'd understood sooner. I wish I'd worried less. I wish I'd said yes more. I wish I'd cared less about what other people thought. I wish I'd realized how extraordinary ordinary life was while I was in it. One thought you're very unlikely to have is, I wish I was skinnier. No. Perhaps the thought would be, I wish I'd realized how amazing I was in every moment that I was living it. I wish I'd known then. I wish I hadn't waited to approve of myself. I wish I'd understood that I was already in the good old days. So take that wisdom and bring it back, all the way back through time, back into the woman listening now. You don't have to wait. You get to know now. You get to borrow the wisdom now. And perhaps you begin to see parts of your body differently. Your legs as the legs that move you through the world. Your arms as the arms that hold and carry and reach and touch. Your stomach as part of the soft center of a living human body. Your face as the face through which the people you love recognize you. Your skin as the place where you meet the sensory world. Your lines as evidence that your face has participated in your life. And the jiggly bits, the wobbly bits, and the bobbly bits, they get to come too. They're part of your birthday suit. And perhaps your subconscious can begin restoring something that belonged to you right at the very beginning. Wonder. Not pretending everything is perfect. Something far more powerful. This body is astonishing. This body is alive. This body is mine. This body lets me be here. And when you truly value something, the way you care for it changes. You become interested in what supports it, what gives it energy, how it likes to move, what makes it stronger, what helps it rest, what leaves it feeling nourished, how you speak to it, how freely you allow it to participate in your life. You and your body on the same side. And the next day or so, perhaps you catch your reflection and see the whole woman. Perhaps you get dressed and wear something because you like it. Perhaps you appear in a photo. You move with more freedom, take up more space, let yourself be seen. Maybe there's even a little attitude in it, a little fuck it. This is my birthday suit. I've been wearing some version of it since the day I arrived, and I intend to enjoy this bloody thing while I'm here. Because your life doesn't begin after your body changes, it's already happening. This is it. You're in it. And you're allowed to love the body you're living in while you're living in it. You're allowed to enjoy being you now. You're allowed to feel beautiful now. You're allowed to participate now. You're allowed to be photographed now. You're allowed to wear the thing now. You're allowed to take up space now. You're allowed to appreciate yourself now, not because your body has met some arbitrary beauty standard, because it's yours, because it's alive, because it's carried you this far, because there will never be another body through which you experience this particular life. And perhaps that was the greatest birthday present of all, your birthday suit. So stop postponing your own approval. Come home into this body. Really take up space in it. And you get to look at the woman in the mirror with the wisdom of every version of you who has ever existed. And every version yet to come, and you recognize her. There you are, still here, still living, still becoming, still fucking beautiful. And in a moment, I'm going to count you up from 1 to 5. And with each number, you can bring yourself back into the room, carrying with you whatever has shifted today, and allowing everything else to continue settling into place at exactly the level it needs to. 1. Beginning to become more aware of the room around you. 2. Taking a deeper breath and feeling fresh energy moving through your body. 3. Bringing movement back into your fingers and toes. 4. Perhaps stretching this living, breathing birthday suit of yours. And 5. Eyes open when you're ready, back here, present, and ready to spend this one precious life actually living right here in this moment, in that beautiful body that came here to live it.